Hello my friends, this is Gabriel with The Last Huntsman Outdoors here. We're going to just be kind of doing a quick little discussion talk video about what I'm going to deem as the new next gen scout setup. So let's kind of discuss it. Alright, so before all the FUDs get on here and give me this long elaborate story of the entire word scout has been coined and deemed by Jeff Cooper and go on about this is what a scout rifle is and blah blah blah, and it has all these specific specs and all that crap. I don't care. All right, I'm gonna call what I think is a scout rifle, and you know, the purpose of it is mainly being used for scouting. And so the rifle I have here, and as you guys know, I've shown Mossberg MVP scout rifle on my channel before. And so what I wanted was something that can kind of work along with that. And so what I got here, this is the PSA Gen 3 AR-10. So it can take the same magazines as my Mossberg MVP Scout if I wanted to. I have it set up with some backup iron sights. The scope I have set up here is a 3x9 Leupold VXR Patrol 3x9. And then we'll just kind of discuss the scout rig here. Actually, sling, I'm rocking out a Beach and Tactical speed sling made by Jacob Peterson. Be sure to check him out. I like the sling quite a bit, and it actually handles this heavier 308 rifle quite a bit. So the chest rig I got here, what I wanted was something that I can, you know, grab quick and go and kind of do a little patrol scout. This is not like what I would consider like a full like combat loadout. I'm not looking for a, you know, fantasy Call of Duty engagement with this loadout. This loadout is something that I could grab quick and potentially, you know, do a disengage type of thing. But, you know, as the term implies, this is what I'm going to call my scout loadout. This is still kind of a work in progress. So I still got a couple things I need to add to it. Right off the bat, I definitely need to add some kind of a medical kit to it. You know, I'm just an average poor, so buying, you know, $200 worth of medical stuff for each chest rig is not exactly easy for me. I also have just a surplus military drop pouch. I like drop pouches. They come in handy more for just magazines. A lot of times if I have just like random stuff I need to just set aside, I could just stuff it in a drop pouch. Anybody that's been in military infantry like myself, I was a 0341 infantry mortarman in the Marines. I use my drop pouch all the time, and a lot of times it was just because, you know, I'd be eating on MRE and can't eat it all at once, or don't have time for it all or something. Stuff part of that in there. Oh, hey, grab some other things I could stuff in there. So it's handy more for just magazines, but I also like trying to retain magazines. I know all the like high-speed tactical YouTuber guys are, you know, saying just throw your mags around and don't give a shit about them. But, you know, I don't have a Humvee behind me. I don't have a helicopter resupplying me. And I think a lot of those guys has kind of a fantasy Call of Duty and or military thought process to things versus I kind of have more of a Minuteman, I am my resupply, potentially scout type of thought process to it. So that's just me. The chest rig that I got here, it's nothing special. It's just a cheap Condor. Sadly, there's not a lot out there for 308 rifle setups. I've been kind of looking around. I wanted something that I could at least carry 6 mags. So that's what I have here is 6 mags. And usually on the front, I'll carry just 2 10s. Now, I know that seems kind of silly of like, why would I carry a 10? And that's just because I kind of like the little bit lower profile in the front, but I also like to have the 10s so I could carry some deer loads, you know, because let's just be realistic, in a SHTF type of scenario, this might be my deer rifle too. So I kind of like the potential, or even if I'm using the Mossberg MVP scout rifle, I like the potential that if I am on a scouting roll and I happen to see that opportunity deer, why not have, you know, a couple mags of deer loads on me? And, you know, worst case scenario, they could always be used for defensive means as well. So this is kind of my scout loadout. It's kind of still work in progress. I'd like to get your guys' thoughts and opinions, and if you guys have any suggestions on a chest rig that works good with AR-10 magazines, I'm all ears, because this is what I've kind of found that I could kind of build and put together. Now, I don't want some like ridiculous stupid chest rig where it's like, oh well, here's just the molly panel and it's $400, but you gotta buy the straps and buckles and everything separately because, you know, some douchebag on some tactical thing wants to just wreck your bank account. How about I say it that way? But so I, you know, I'm not gonna spend some crazy amount of money. But if you guys happen to see something that would go good with like an AR-10 loadout, let me know. Let me know what you guys think of this, what I'm going to call next gen scout loadout. And as always, be prepared both physically and spiritually. God bless, and carry on.